Welcome back to lecture 35, Green's theorem. In lecture 34, we have studied what is the line integral and how to evaluate the line integral using parametric coordinates or the given curves. And we also saw the application of line integrals in the evaluation of work done. Sometimes to solve a line integral is very difficult. Then we have a very good theorem that is called Green's theorem to evaluate the line integral in two-dimensional vector function. If your vector function is an xy plane, then we can solve it by Green's theorem also. For this, we have to use multiple integrals, and multiple integrals we have already studied. If you are going to study Green's theorem, then I will advise to all of you, please revise multiple integrals part 1 in my lecture series you can get, and it will be very useful to better understanding of Green's theorem. Okay, let's start. What is Green's theorem? Let capital C be a piecewise smooth closed curve. We have seen already the definition of closed curve. A smooth curve, we will see this definition in complex analysis module. Right now you can understand this is a continuously differentiable curve. Bounding a region capital R if f g del f over del y and del g over del x are continuous in region R, then the line integral for closed curve fxy dx plus gxy dy is equal to double integration over region R del g over del x minus del f over del y dx dy. Or you can write like this, f dot dr is equal to double integration of region R del g over del x minus del f over del y dx dy, where f vector is equal to fxy iota plus gxyj, and we know that r vector is equal to xi plus yj, then dr vector will be dxi plus dyj. If you take the dot product of f and r, you will get this expression only. What is the geometrical interpretation here? Suppose this is your closed curve. This is your boundary is representing by here C. The curve C is representing the boundary of the curve. And R is the region in bounded here by the curve C. This is your R region. And C is the boundary of this curve. So the line integral along curve C, this is along curve C. What is curve C? Suppose this is your circle here. So along circle is equal to the double integration over the region. What is the region now? Region is your inside the circle, and this expression. I'm not going into the proof of this theorem, but this is the statement of Green's theorem. But the direction of C is important here. The integration being carried out in the positive direction of C or anti-clockwise direction of C. Anti-clockwise direction. We have taken in anti-clockwise direction. So this is the statement of Green's theorem. So if you have a important remark regarding Green theorem, we have important remark regarding Green theorem. What is the Green theorem here? it is equal to, Green's theorem is equal to f dot dr is equal to double integration over region R del g by del x minus del f by del y dx dy, and if we put the value of f, it is a closed integration is equal to fxy dx plus gx dy. For this theorem, we need this f g del f by del y del g by del x continuous over region R. We know that the formula of area was in two dimension. Area was dx dy over region R. If you have a region R, suppose this is your region R, then this integration dx dy integration represent the area of the curve C bounding by the region R. Now, for this expression, we want to make this value as a constant. So what we have to do here? If we put g equal to x, then this value will give you 1. If you put f equal to y, then it will become 1 minus 1, 0. It will not give the area. If we put y, f equal to minus y, means if we put gx equal to x and gxy and fxy equal to minus y, then this value will be a constant value and we can send to the right hand side. So what will be the result now? It will become del g by del x is 1, del f by del y, and with minus y, then it becomes plus 1 dx dy. If you put in the line integral, f is minus y dx and g is x dy. Then you can divide by 2, it will become integration dx dy is equal to 1 by 2 closed integration x dy minus y dx. So this is nothing else. This is equal to the area. So area is given as here. If you divide by this 2 here, you will get the area element here. So area of any region R is given as double integration in this form and line integration in this form. So this is very good result. Let's see one example based on this remark. Find the area of ellipse x square over a square plus y square over b square equal to 1. We know that this is the equation of ellipse here. You can take any case a greater than b or b greater than a, doesn't matter here. Then area element is given as 1 by 2 x dy minus y dx. Now, for solving any circular region or elliptic region, even parabolic, hyperbolic, parametric coordinate is the best tool. So what are the parametric coordinate of this ellipse? Ax equal to a cos theta and y equal to b sin theta. I hope you all know that. And theta lie between 0 to 2 pi. So if you use these parametric coordinates, then theta will be your variable. It will become 1 by 2 x is a cos theta. What will be the dy? Dy will become b cos theta d theta minus y means b sin theta. Dx will become minus a sin theta and derivative of theta will be d theta and limit of theta will be 0 to 2 pi. So it will become 1 by 2 0 to 2 pi. It is ab cos square theta. This is plus AB sin square theta. AB cos square theta plus AB sin square theta. So we can take AB common, then it will become cos square theta plus sin square theta, that will become 1 only. So AB by 2 we can take outside, integration of theta will be, d theta will be theta 0 to 2 pi. So it will become pi AB square unit. So this is the area of the ellipse by using the application of Green's theorem. Very easy manner we can find that. But if you find in x and y variable, it is very difficult to evaluate the area of the ellipse. because then you have to take the value of y is equal to b under root a square b by a under root a square minus b square minus x square. Look like this type of b you will get here. You will get b square 1 minus x square upon a square. So y will become in this form only. So that will be difficult. But using Green's theorem, the area is very easy. In particular, if you put a equal to b, then it will become circle. Then area will become pi a square. A is the radius of circle here. Let's see one more example. Evaluate line integral x square plus y square dx plus y plus 2x dy, where C is the boundary. C is the boundary of the region in the first quadrant of the curves y square equal to x and x square equal to y. If we draw the geometry of these curves, y square equal to x and x square equal to y. So if you see the common region, then this is your bounded region. So this region is actually R. If we drew the green color, then this region R, the colored green is R region actually. But this curves, suppose this is OA point, then C is actually OA union AO. You went from O to A and then you return from A to O. Then only this will be a closed curve. Closed curve will be O to A, then A to O. This will be the closed curve. If you call OA as a C1 curve and A as a C2 curve, then it is, and we take the boundary OA and OA. This is a C1 and in returning it is C2 only. So C1 union C2, and you can see that the direction of C1 and C2 are anti-clockwise. So what is the coordinates of O and A? You can easily solve these two parabola. Y square equal to x and x square equal to y. If you put the value here, you can do the square both sides. Y to the power 4 equal to x square, then x square is equal to y only. Then you take common, y cube minus 1 equal to 0. So you will get the real value of y are 0 and 1. When y is equal to 0, your x will be 0. When y is equal to 1, your x will be 1. So the coordinate of O is 0, 0 and coordinate of A is 1, 1. So I'm going to solve by both the methods here, using the line integral and using the Green's theorem. And you can see that how Green's theorem is important here. So now let's compare the given integration. The given line integration is x square plus y square dx plus y plus 2x dy. Now if you compare with fxy dx plus gxy dy, you can see that fxy is equal to x square plus y square and gxy is equal to y plus 2x. What is the Green's theorem? It is equal to the region R del g by del x minus del f by del y dx dy. So what will be the del f by del y? We have to differentiate with respect to y. It will be 2y. Del g by del x, it will be 2. Put these values in the Green's theorem. So using Green's theorem, it is going to be 2 minus 2y dx dy. If you see the region carefully, the bounded region sides are not parallel to axis. It means one limit will be constant and another limit will be variable. So if you take the constant limit of x, the limit of x is from 0 to 1, x is from 0 to 1. For the y, you have to draw the strip. See the multiple integral lecture. So this is your parabola x square equal to y, and this is your y square equal to x. So see the strip. Strip of this parabola. If you see the strip here, this is your strip. So tail of the strip on the parabola y equal to x square, and head of the strip on the parabola y square equal to x. So see the value from lower strip, lower tail is from y equal to x square, and head of the strip is on y equal to plus root x. It will give you plus minus, but we are in the first quadrant only. So 2 minus 2y, we have to integrate with respect to y firstly, dy dx. So it will give you 0 to 1, integrate with respect to y, 2y minus y square, x square to root x dx. Now if you simplify it, I'm giving you the direct answer, it is 11 by 30. So by Green's theorem, we have to solve a double integration. Now let's solve this using the line integration. So if you see the curve here, I have already supposed this is OA, this is your C1 curve, and this is your AO, that is your C2 curve. So along OA यानी कि C1 curve. What is your OA curve? That was x square equal to y. And what is AOA curve? Y square equal to x. So you have curve y equal to x square. Y equal to x square. So what will be the dy? Dy will be the 2x dx. Now you have the line integral as x square plus y square dx plus y plus 2x dy. Along C1, if you are going to find, call it as I1 integration along C1. Now it will not be closed. When you add both union C1 union C2, then C will be the closed curve. C1 and C2 are not closed here. Put the value of y here. So x square plus y square means x to the power 4 dx plus y means x square plus 2x dy is 2x dx. And what is the limit of x is 0 to 1. On the curve OA, if you see, the limit of x is from 0 to 1. So it is x square plus x to the power 4 plus 2x cube plus 4x square dx. Now if you simplify it, you will get this is equal to 71 by 30. This is equal to 71 by 30. Now we have to find along curve C2. If we take the along curve C2, along curve AO यानी कि C2. What is your C2 here? Y square equal to x. So your dx will be easy here. Dx will be 2y dy. Your integration along C2 is x square plus y square dx plus y plus 2x dy. You have single integration, so you have to change in one variable. So change in y. So x square will be y to the power 4 plus y square. Dx will be 2y dy plus y plus 2x. It means 2y square dy. Change, put the value of y here. If you are coming from A to A, y is from 1 to 0. See the limits of y, 1 to 0. You are returning 1 to 0 will be the limit of y here. A to O. It is 2y to the power 5 plus 2y cube plus y plus 2y square dy. If you simplify it, you will get this is equal to minus 2. So the integration of the curve C f dot dr is here equal to C1 union C2 f dot dr. This is the property of line integral. We have to add both the integration for the closed region C2 f dot dr. So C1 was 71 by 30 and C2 was minus 2. If you simplify, you will get 11 by 30. So this is a verification of Green's theorem also. So you can see that by Green's theorem, the answer was 11 by 30 only, and by the using line integral and adding the line integral, you get the same answer. Let's see the next example. Sometime line integral is very difficult. Here, line integral was not very difficult, but it's taking time. But using Green's theorem, you can solve the problem very easy and in very less time. But sometime even you cannot solve the line integral. It will take a lot of time. But by Green's theorem, you can solve the question within 2 minutes. Let's see the next problem. Find the work done. Actually, line integral also representing the work done. So I'm taking here as an application. Find the work done by the force vector F equal to x square minus y cube iota plus x plus y j. In xy plane, we are only in moving a particle along the closed path C containing the curves x plus y equal to 0, x square plus y square equal to 16, y equal to x and y equal to x in first and fourth quadrant. Let's see the solution. Draw the geometry firstly. If you see, this is y equal to minus x line. This is your y equal to x line. And if you draw the circle x square plus y square equal to 16, so this is your circle. So bounded region in first and fourth is this one, bounded by all three curves. So this is your bounded region. So this is your R region, and three curves are here. C1 along circle C2 along this straight line when you are returning is C3. O, A, B, and again we come to O. So C is nothing else C1 union C2 union C3 or OA union AB union BO. Then O, you are starting from O and you are coming at O again, then the curve is closed here. So for the line integration, you have to calculate three integration. Along C1, it is easy. Along C1, it is easy because you are in a straight line. But along AB, on the circle, it is very difficult. To calculate the integration on circle is very difficult because you have to use under root a square minus x square formula. But along BO, it is very easy. But using the Green's theorem, this question is very easy. So let's see what is Green's theorem here. So what will be the work done here? Work done is equal to F dot dr. This is your work done. And if you do the F dot dr, it will become x square minus y cube dx plus x plus y dy. Compare this integration with fxy dx plus gxy dy. Now what is your f here? Fxy is x square minus y cube and gxy is x plus y. So we know that f dot dr is nothing else, it is equal to the del g by del x minus del f by del y dx dy. So what is your del g by del x here? Del g by del x is 1. Del f by del y is minus 3y square. Put these values here. So the work done will be equal to the over region R 1 minus minus plus 3y square dx dy. Now for the limits of x and y, it is very difficult. Why it is difficult to take the limit? Because if you see carefully, you have many intersection points here. If you draw the strip here, then the head and tail are unique. But you have to draw a strip here only, here also. because in this region the strip head is on the circle and tail is on the lower part of circle and head is on upper part of circle. So you have to draw the two strips. You are drawing parallel to y-axis. And similarly, if you think to draw the strip parallel to x-axis only, then only you have to draw the two strip here, because the tail on this line and tail on this line. Tail on this line and head on this circle, head on this circle, tail on this circle and head on this circle. So this is the difficulty in this problem. But if we change in the polar form, this question is very easy. I told you, whenever you have a circle in your region, always change in polar coordinate. So you have a circle x square plus y square equal to 16, and you are dealing on the double integration. So what will be the x and y? X will be r cos theta, y will be r sin theta. I told you in the previous lecture, in the line integration, when you are double integration, your r and theta both will vary. What will be the theta here? Theta is important here because you are on y equal to minus x line, so theta equal to minus 45. You are on y equal to x line, so slope will be 45. Y equal to x line, your m will be 1, m equal to tan theta equal to 1, so theta equal to pi by 4. When you are y equal to minus x line, tan theta equal to minus 1, so theta equal to minus pi by 4. So theta will be from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. What will be the r? If you draw the strip here, r will be from 0 to 4 only, because here radius is 4, maximum radius is 4, and r is starting from 0 to 4. If you draw the strip for r, this will be the way to calculate the r. This is the strip regarding r. This is the strip regarding r. So here r equal to 0 and here r equal to 4, because the radius of circle is 4. So the double integration now will become theta equal to minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, r equal to 0 to 4, 1 plus 3 r square sine square theta, and dx dy, remember this point, when you put x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, dx dy is r dr d theta, r dr d theta. So the integration now will look like, now theta equal to minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, r equal to 0 to 4, 1 plus 3 r square sine square theta, r dr d theta. So minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, when you take r inside, it is r square by 2 plus r cube sine square theta, 0 to 4 d theta. So r cube, it will be 3 by 4 r to the power 4 actually. R to the power 3, it means integration will be r to the power 4 by 4. So if you simplify it, you will get, it is equal to 8 plus 192 sine square theta d theta. And if you more simplify it, you will get 52 pi minus 96. So this is the required work done here. Using Green's theorem, this is very easy problem. But using line integration, it is very difficult. I am giving you as a homework, try it by line integration also. Let's see the next problem. Verify Green's theorem for, I am giving you fxy is equal to e to the power minus x sin y, and gxy is equal to e to the power minus x cos y, and c is the square with vertices at 0, 0, pi by 2, 0, pi by 2, pi by 2, and 0, pi by 2. So you have a very simple square here, which coordinates are 0, 0, call it as O. A is pi by 2, 0, B is pi by 2, pi by 2, and D is 0, pi by 2. So C is actually C1, C2, C3 anti-clockwise direction C4, C1 union C2 union C3 union C4. So you have 4 line integration, OA, AB, BC union CO. You are again coming to O. So this is a closed curve. And region inside this is called region R. This is the region R, inside region. So I'm going to solve firstly by the line integration. We know that line integration f dot dr is equal to double integration del g by del x minus del f by del y dx dy. So it will be over region R. Del g by del x with respect to x, it will be e to the power minus x cos y, and del f by del y with respect to y, e to the power minus x cos y dx dy. You can see that the bounded region sides are parallel to axis only. This square sides are parallel to axis, so both the limit will be constant. So x will be 0 to pi by 2 and y is also from 0 to pi by 2. You can see that x is from 0 to pi by 2. If you draw the strip here, the tail of the strip on x-axis, so y equal to 0, and head of the strip on x equal to pi by 2, y equal to pi by 2, sorry, y equal to pi by 2. So this will be the limit. So it is minus 2 times e to the power minus x cos y dx dy. So it is 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2 minus cos y dy and minus 2 e to the power minus x dx I am taking outside. So it is 0 to pi by 2, integration of cos y is sin y, 0 to pi by 2 minus 2 e to the power minus x dx. Now it will become 0 to pi by 2 minus 2 e to the power minus x dx, and it is equal to twice e to the power minus pi by 2 minus 1. So this is the correct answer. This is the final answer. Now let's see the verification. You have to find the line integral also, f dot dr, and this will be the equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4 f dot dr. So I'm going to solve 1, 2, 3 cases here. Along OA curve. What is your OA curve? OA curve is x-axis. At x-axis, y equal to 0, so dy equal to 0. And x is lying between 0 to pi by 2. X is lying between 0 to pi by 2. What is your f dot dr here? Along curve C1, suppose this is your I1 integration. So f dot dr is x e to the power minus x sin y dx plus e to the power minus x cos y dy. This was your integration. Now use C1 conditions, curve C1 conditions. Your y equal to 0, dy equal to 0, and x is lying between 0 to pi by 2. So use this condition here. So I1 will be 0 to pi by 2. Due to y0, sin y0, and due to dy0, this is 0 totally. So this value is 0. I1 is your 0. On AB curve, what is your AB curve? AB is x equal to pi by 2 curve. You can see that AB curve is x equal to pi by 2. This is your x equal to pi by 2 curve. So dx will be 0 because x is constant value and y is lying between 0 to pi by 2. On AB you can see that y is starting from 0 and reaching up to pi by 2. So what will be the integration on C2 now? Put these values here only. This is your I curve actually. I on curve C. Then put the values of I1. This will be the I1 only. So if you put the value of x equal to minus pi by 2, it will be e to the power minus pi by 2 sin y, and dx is 0 plus e to the power minus pi by 2 cos y dy, and the limit of y is 0 to pi by 2 only. So e to the power minus pi by 2 cos y dy. Integration of cos y sin y, e to the power minus pi by 2 you can take outside. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So it is equal to e to the power minus pi by 2 only. Similarly, on BC curve, your I3, you can find that that will be on y equal to pi by 2 line. It is equal to e to the power minus pi by 2 minus 1. And on CO line, your I4 will be 0, minus 1, sorry. You can verify that. Here your x will be 0. Here your y will be pi by 2. Now add all. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 is equal to, if you add, you will get 2 e to the power minus pi by 2 minus 1. So this is the verification using Green's theorem. So this is the ending of Green's theorem from my side. I hope you will try some more problems related to Green's theorem. Thank you.